Okay, well, another door. Come on, use the door. Use the door. Ah. And now we're in this room.
Ah, it's too hot to pick up.
Okay, can't use that, and organs all around the place. Lungs, heart, liver.
Looks like his kidneys. They're moving around in all that liquid.
Okay, thank you, Jack.
This pipe must drain the waste from his intestines. Looks like his brain. I wonder what those wires are for.
Okay, maybe we can look at all of its organs.
His beating heart. The contraption above seems to be controlling his breathing.
And one more.
Looks like his stomach.
Okay, I guess it wasn't his liver. Now let's see, can we use the control pad?
I'm not touching it again. I'm not touching it again. There's no power.
Well, he's dead now. At least we can take this crystal, I think.
The crystal's still warm.
Yeah. Don't think I can use it there, but should be able to use it later. Well, shortly, rather. Come on, open this door. There.
This tunnel feels like it's gonna collapse at any moment.
When I said the controls are finicky, I meant not very good. Okay. Oh, we've got another device here. Another console. And a rather large...
It's a similar shape to the slot upstairs.
Well, this is where we can put that crystal in, I think. Yeah, strange green crystal. It's warm and exhibits an unusual glow. Alright, that's in now. And time to see what this one does. Come on. Use the thing. Okay, this may not have been a good idea. Yeah, probably not a good idea. So that happened. Okay. So, Jack's now a
It's been
private
more than
detective.
6 years since I entered that strange house in Boston. But to me, it was just 5 months ago. Amnesia, the doctors called it. Probably brought on by acute mental stress. I remember investigating the far side of the library. There was screaming. According to the police report, they had searched the house for hours, only to find me later collapsed on the floor. When my eyes opened and I spoke, my colleagues recoiled in fear. there was something unnatural in my voice and blank gaze. They committed me to an asylum, where I was diagnosed with severe schizophrenia. As it became clear that I presented no danger to either myself or others, I was released from the asylum's care. I have learned little of my activities in the 6 years that followed. The accounts I've been able to piece together show much of my time was spent in travel and study. I maintained a fanatical infatuation with the occult, delving deep into volumes concerning witch cults and dark legends, often in languages unfamiliar to my own. When I reawakened 5 months ago, exactly 6 years after entering that house in Boston, no trace was left of what had been a secondary personality. I was myself again, or at least what I believed myself to be. Return to normal life has been a painful process. In recent days, my dreams have been plagued by cosmic landscapes, and I've become fearful of my own reflection. I am beginning to remember things from that day, more than 6 years past, that I've told no one else. Jack Walters.
Hello, Mr. Walters. My name's Arthur Anderson. I need your help finding a missing person.
I don't take that kind of job.
Did you get my package?
Hold on. What exactly do you want from me, Mr. Anderson?
It's one of my store managers, you see. Brian's his name. Brian Burnham. Nice lad. He disappeared recently from the First National grocery store in Innsmouth.
Innsmouth? Never heard of it.
It's a small fishing town on the coast, not far from Arkham. I'd like to see you in person before you leave.
Hold on there a minute. I didn't agree to take this what the hell? I'll be here all day anyway.
Yeah, okay. February 6, 1922, night. I have a new client, Mr. Arthur Anderson, regional manager of the First National grocery store chain. Appears that the First National grocery in Innsmouth was recently burglarized and its manager, one Brian Burnham, is missing. From what I have been able to gather, Burnham is something of a young rogue. A friend of the family, Mr. Anderson, gave him the job as a favor. Burnham is looking like the prime suspect for the robbery, but there are a few things that don't add up. Not to Anderson and not to me. For instance, why would Burnham force an entry into the store when he had a full set of keys, free access to the cash register, and the combination to the back office safe? To misdirect any investigation? If that was his plan, why did he disappear? Following my conversation with Mr. Anderson, I found out what I could about the ancient town of Innsmouth. For generations, the crumbling seaport and its people have been shunned by neighboring communities. Outsiders are unwelcome there, and there are superstitious tales of a strange element in the town's oldest families. They are of mixed blood, so the stories go. However that's supposed to mean. Usual Hicktown prejudice, no doubt. After making a brief visit to Innsmouth, my client came away distrustful of the local authorities. He isn't buying into the line that Burnham robbed the place and wants to know what happened to him. Only one bus goes to Innsmouth, and tomorrow afternoon I'll be on it. Feels good to have a purpose after 5 months trying to break through my amnesia. I also feel a little apprehensive. Maybe it's the wild stories about the town, or maybe it's just because I haven't had a case in so long. So, yeah, they're obviously borrowing from a bunch of Lovecraft stories. Most importantly, I think Shadow over Innsmouth for this particular part. Yeah, from the start of your investigation in Innsmouth, you'll have a permanent supply of morphine. A shot of morphine will temporarily suspend movement speed penalties. Okay. Pay attention to all dialogue if you're not directly involved. Both enemy and friendly characters may provide viable gameplay clues. Yeah. It's a pretty dialogue-heavy game, sort of, but again, it's interesting. It's developed by Bethesda.
Driver, how far to the stop?
Almost there. I'll drop you at the town square of Innsmouth.
Why lock the gates?
Keeps out wanderers looking for work. You don't want those folks like that interfering with our affairs.
Was the bus from Arkham always this empty?
Aye, and we prefers it that way. Not many come to Innsmouth.
But what about trade? Surely the port needs business.
Innsmouth has the means to look after her own.
Yeah, that's pretty weird. Port where there's no trade. I mean, how does a sea town survive? Well, on the sea, of course. That's interesting.
This is
Statue
it,
has no
stranger.
head.
End of the line.
Okay. Well, we're supposed to go in and book our room. Yeah, I might as well do that now. Do you have anything you want to say, Jack? No? Not really?
An old grandfather clock.
Okay, you want to comment on that? Is there supposed to be some way to get his attention? Or am I supposed to speak with Sergeant first? This game really has no direction whatsoever. Well, do you have anything to say? Or are you just gonna stand there? No, you're gonna walk away, apparently. Okay, is this... Or am I supposed to meet up with...
Outsiders coming, snooping around where they ain't wanted.
Am I supposed to talk with someone first, or what? This guy is really ugly. Okay, am I... Maybe... Okay, backdoor key for First National Grocery Store. Come on, what am I supposed to do, game? Innsmouth to her sons who died for liberty.
This statue commemorates the men who fought in the Revolutionary War. It's seen better days.
Yeah. Then again, maybe not. Hey, the Esoteric Order of Dagon.
Seems this grandiose structure is the Esoteric Order of Dagon.
Can't go in there, though. Oh, there's the First National Grocery Store.
Ah, you can't come down there.
Okay.
The police clearly don't want me snooping around. I need to be more careful.
Can't investigate there yet. Still not sure what I'm supposed to do at the moment. Thought I was supposed to check into the hotel, but... Maybe I should give that a try again. This game really is kind of difficult in the beginning. Well, rather because I'm fighting the controls and the lack of direction. Although it gets harder later on for different reasons. This... Okay, there's a key back there, but can't get to it yet.
Stop your snooping. In there's for hotel staff only.
Then why don't you talk to me now? Whatever. I know you're supposed to do that at some point, but... Okay. Outside again. Let's try something. I don't know, explore the rest of the town, maybe? It's not exactly one of the best games that Bethesda ZeniMax has made, but... Oh, hey, a normal-looking person. Can we talk? No. Or... apparently not. Okay. Now the... Well, can't go here now. Strange whispers on the wind.